Hi, this is Anthony from Second Firearm. Hi, folks. Anyway, want to bring you some new information and a little unstaged video on how to drill a couple of things that's involved with our solvent filter kit. Now, you may say, wow, I have one of these, and I really want to be drilling some of this stuff. Well, that's okay. You're going to have a little bit of a challenge doing that, especially if you use this type of a drill bit called a step bit with this type of a drill, the hand drill. Now, what's a little bit better is one of these guys right here. Okay, and let me just give you a quick little peek at what we're using today. Okay, we're using a Central Machinery Harbor Freight drill press. So let's get started. And you say, wow, why would I want to drill something like one of the solid end caps? Well, maybe you would want to do something like this, which is a connector that goes on the bottom for a drain that you can put a little vinyl hose on to go into a storage container and drop a few magnets in there so that you can reharvest your solvent, especially with some of the solvent prices today on some of the professional stuff, or various other things. And you say, well, maybe I want a little better draining efficiency of a cup. Okay, and you can do that as well. I'm going to talk about a few of the aspects of this, and again, this is just from the hip. So let's take a peek at this particular type of drill bit. Now, some of you may be familiar with this. This is called a step bit, and what happens is with each of the little notches that come up this drill bit, it's going to step up to remove a little more material each time, each step, a little more material. And you say, well, how is that different from a regular drill bit? Now, a regular drill bit, of course, is going to take off the same amount of material all the way up the drill bit, okay? So you're going to have a little bit different tension, a little bit different pressure happening with your drill by using various bits. And we recommend, especially for the cups, if you're doing larger holes, a step bit is wonderful. However, if you're using an end cap, we recommend your starter to be a standard drill bit to get you a good pilot hole going through here before you attempt to use a step bit. Okay? And this is one of the larger step bits, and these come from Harbor Freight. They're about 20 bucks for a pair. Okay? And so pretty inexpensive. One of the other things that some folks have said is, gee, do I need a professional setup? And actually, no. These little guys you can find at Harbor too. Okay, just a little vise, and it fits right on. You can see where I've drilled some holes here where I can mount it actually to the surface of the bench press. And there's the bottom of it. So it's just kind of a slidey manual type of tighten, and this helps to hold your cup from spinning during the operation phase. But is that necessary? Absolutely not, and we're going to drill without it today. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cups. Now, what you'll see is that these are 2 millimeter thick cups, which is pretty substantial for some materials. Aluminum, it's pretty standard. Okay, and what you'll need to do is to actually use a blade and cut through the glue spot to remove the screen. Okay, so the screens themselves are adjustable, so you can adjust that for any type of solvent flow so that your debris doesn't all pile up in here and stop the filtration of your other units going through. Okay, and so what I've got here is not really a blue cup. This is the protection that was actually on the plated aluminum before a 30-ton punch pressed this shape in this hole. And that's why we have these done professionally. They're done on a 30-ton press with a template, so that ensures, you know, you've got a center hole without variance under pressure. And some folks like to heat this stuff up into liquid jello and pour it into a mold. Some manufacturers do that with this 1060 aluminum, and it has a way of really killing the temper to the aluminum. There's some debate about that. That aluminum is not a tempered metal, but we like to cold punch them. Gives us a little more control over the actual shape of the cup and the hit of the center punch on the template. And then this is a little safety protector to keep from scratching the aluminum for various shapes and stuff. So we actually have to pull these out and remove these for our cups. So just to show you that our cups are cold punched. Okay, and let's do this one as well. Well, if I can get it started. There we go. Okay. And then pull that joker right out of there like that. And that's how we start with our cups. And you say, well, what size bit should I start with? Again, a 1/4 inch bit is a pretty good starting bit to begin the hole. As you can see, this is a very small 3mm. Not much will pass through there. It's a pretty restricted hole. So a 1/4 inch bit is going to just start to take that out. And we're just going to do this by hand. Nothing fancy, okay? Okay, and what you see is that drill bit actually self-centered on that hole. Okay, and the result of that too. Now I like to use a little catch tray like this. I've put some glued some magnets to the bottom of it so that it sticks, and I just pop it right in there, because you have a lot of these little guys come off of here, and these are just your aluminum shilling. Okay. Some little spurs, because aluminum is not a metal that you cut. Aluminum is actually a metal that you peel. Okay, and so let's give our end cap a few taps here just to show you. And this is an 18mm thick end cap. It's one of the older caps that we've played with in times before. And I'm just going to begin cutting through that pilot hole, which is actually a center hole as well, and show you how aluminum peels. Okay. Now there's our start to it. Okay.